Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Bohemian with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings, and today we're going to be getting into a reading over here about um, why did they just let you go? Okay, look, I don't know if I can find some little clips here that I could be able to use with royalties and stuff, but can we insert some clips of freaking Rose letting Leo go to freeze in the waters from the Titanic? Okay, can we? Really? There wasn't room on the door? Everlasting love, the heart of the sea, the ocean. She's just gonna live to be 3,000 years old and just let him go. Just let him freeze. Y'all, I can't. I cannot. I'm still mad. So, this is the feeling. Like, why? Why did they do what they did, being the way that they are, okay? Why did they not fight for the connection, or why did they feel like it was time to move on? Whatever are the parameters here, whether it's they didn't want to apologize, so therefore you had to release them and they didn't fight for the connection, or whether it was they made some decisions you don't know, maybe someone ghosted, whatever it was, we're going to find out why did they just let this connection go. Like, why are they just letting it drift? Why is there what's going on, okay? So we have Peach Moonstone for option A. We have Blue Lace Agate for option B. We have Rose Quartz for option C. And we have Blue Calcite for option D. Go ahead and find your timestamps, and the more watch time I see on the video, the more that I will upload, and the more in depth I will know that I can go and really give you guys the juice. So I appreciate that. Okay, hey everybody. So here we go, moving forward to Peach Moonstone. We're going to go ahead and pull some of the cards I already have here, the index cards and tarot. Then we're going to live shuffle some oracles and throw some charms on, okay? Why? What is the reason? Let's see, jokes. So this person just takes, like, what's the jokes? Are they a Sagittarius? Why? That's not saying being Sagittarius is a joke. I'm saying they be joking too much, okay? Ooh, cheater. Someone could have been cheating, okay? Someone could have thought this was a game. All right, why did they just let this go? Yes, this person could play too much. We have an Ankh, which is life. We have funeral. We have showed up. So this reminds me of that song with Bare Naked Ladies 1 week. I'm the kind of guy that laughs at a funeral, right? And this person feels like eventually, what do they say in that song? It'll still be 2 weeks till I'm said that I'm sorry, or until you say that you're sorry, or whatever. So I feel like this person, they feel like it's life. They kind of feel like, okay, this connection, like, it's always going to be here, but they could have felt like you thought they were a joke, or they were taking the connection like a joke. Like, I showed up, isn't that enough? Like, should I have to be they could have gotten tired of being accused of cheating if they weren't, okay? That could be a very real thing. Or they could, if you know that there was cheating in your connection, all right? But they could have been tired of feeling like maybe they had anxiety and felt like you would take them as a joke and that you would always cheat on them or something, okay? Some of you could have had, someone could have passed away, and maybe they felt like you didn't show up for them in that time. Like, maybe, when life is good, that you're present, but when stuff is tough, that you don't really see their grieving. You don't take it seriously as you take things that go on in your life. That maybe you're more focused on relationships and, again, are they cheating? Are they not? And kind of your own insecurities, but things that are like real stuff in their life that you don't really have concern about that, okay? So again, this is just how they're feeling. It doesn't mean that this is the whole truth of the situation. We have Gangsta 11 by Eve and Alicia Keys. We have I'll Keep You Safe. And we have A Little Bit by Leaky Lee. So this person could feel like, these are songs, y'all, they'll be linked down below, but this person could feel like you they could either feel like you didn't keep them safe, like you weren't down for them for everything that happened. Maybe you just wanted the little romantic love, but when they're going through real things, they can't connect with you that way. Like, they can have frivolous connection, but not something deeper. Or that, you're there for the deep stuff, but when they're trying to live life and have fun and, have that part of life, that you don't connect that way. So either way, they could feel like your connection was imbalanced. They also could feel like they couldn't keep you safe. So if they know that they were causing a lot of pain and trauma, or having a life that was very chaotic. They could have lost a lot of people. This person could have a lot of grief that they've seen. They could have like Mars and Scorpio. They could have Scorpio placements, Pluto placements. They could feel like they bring harm to others. They could have some Pluto, Venus, or Venus and Scorpio, or the 8th house, where they feel like those who they love suffer, and they feel like maybe you would just be safer away from me because, you know, I want to have this romantic life with people and stuff, but, you know, and you might be like, well, that's dumb, whatever, but to them, they're thinking about, you know, well, my uncles have passed, my grandparents passed, my parent passed, all of my childhood friends passed, you know. So for some of them, it is a very legitimate thing that they have had so much loss that they have big concerns about having to, you know, potentially lose you, and just feeling like that's what happens to people I love. Okay, we have the Santa Muerte Tarot, we have Lovers, we have Hierophant reversed, we have 8 of Cups reversed, and we have 3 of Wands. So for some of you, you know this is a third party situation, and they just straight up decided not to leave the other person. Okay, they decided, no, I'm gonna go, like, I'm not going to break this connection. Or even if they had an initial divorce, they decided to go back to the other person. Okay, they also could have been trying to appease their parents, if you know, for the ones who their parents are still here, or whoever are their guardians. They could have decided that they needed to you know, listen more and pay respects, and go with, also, I feel like their heart, maybe they had a choice to make. Their heart was torn in multiple directions, because we have the 3 of Wands here, and they felt like that the advice of whoever their guardians are, whoever are these, you know, family members or elders that they respect, was good advice, and so they use that to help balance the scales in the favor of who they should be with. Okay, and there is still kind of this open door and a little bit of sadness here at the loss of this connection. But I think that, again, this person feels like they're very practical. I really do feel like they've had a lot of loss, and so to them, it's like Taurus. They could have Taurus in their chart. They could have Taurus Scorpio polarities, where they feel like, you know, I can't, like, love isn't just about feelings. Like, that's not realistic. Okay, especially if you're a water sign too, like a Pisces or a Cancer. If you're a Libra, this person feels like they've seen rough life. They have this Virgo kind of edge to them. They have this Aries kind of edge to them, and they feel like I have to make practical, common sense decisions based on how I know life is. They could be Gemini too, but Gemini who's, again, seen some rough stuff. So they have that light side that's like, yeah, I could be fine. It seems like I'm fine and we're dating and stuff, but I have this other side to me, and I can't just sit here and pretend like that's not valid. I can't pretend like where I come from doesn't influence how I am in a relationship. I can't just throw my culture away and pretend that my family, or, you know, that where I come from doesn't matter. And to them, you might say, well, I think you're weak because you're just listening to them, and they might feel like, well, I think you're weak because you have no consideration for the people who are in our lives. Like, you know, it's not just us who matter in our connection. Our families do matter. Our, you know, our friends, our people around us. So I feel like they hold deep their crew. They can have Aquarian placements, 11th house placements, like, especially if they did really go through loss, like the friends and family that they have made and connected, they're not just gonna throw away their whole life for one person. Okay, they feel like you need to have some kind of community. You need to have I can feel, I think this was stressful for them. I can feel it in my heart chakra. Okay, there could have been some Leos. Like, you need to make a decision that could sustain, so a relationship could actually be like a feasible, realistic thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some oracle, and then we'll pull some charms. Let's see, for option A's person, Peach Moonstone's person, why did they just let go of this connection? We have Dark Moon. In the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting to release its old ghost. So this kind of did feel like something that was overdue for them. We have Seduction. Okay, hearing the roaring flames within. And we have Silence, a sweet embrace in the nothingness, stillness brings, a presence of self fully embodied. So for a few of them, it could have been initially, you know, they did, again, cheat, and their wandering eye led them astray. But you know how they say that cheating always reveals something deeper in the connection, deeper problems that are going on. But for some of you, again, I feel like you were the third party and you were the one who kind of led them away from their other connection, and they realized that it made them focus on what do I need to fix in my original connection and how do I mend that. And for some of you, to be honest, them being alone is what is seductive to them. Them being able to hear their own thoughts and try to, grieve, get themselves together, figure out themselves. Sometimes people, if someone has like Pluto in the seventh house, or Pluto on like Venus or the moon, they can use, their relationships are for them to grow. So they'll have intense soul connection relationships, and then they'll kind of explode and go away because that person's meant to transform from that information and that soul connect. That's the whole point of their relationships in this incarnation, is to trigger them to soul growth. And so this person might feel like, okay, like they had that moment and it's natural for them to push away now and heal and fix themselves, get themselves together. They've had things revealed about themselves they need to figure out, and that's what they need to do. Okay, let's go ahead and get some charms here from the cauldron. It's gonna be loud, y'all, so you might cut it down a little bit, turn it down. Okay, so for group A, Peach Moonstone, why did their person just let them go? Okay. For some of you, there could have also been some kind of distance that was there, or it could just be like you guys, again, had different mind frames. Your ninth house was set up differently, okay? Your way of thinking. We have initials T, we have that twice, T-O-N-Z. Some of you, they had a toddler. There's tot here, and they already had, yes, they had gotten someone pregnant, or there's a school bus. So some of them, they already had kids elsewhere, okay? And they're like, I'm not just gonna go and leave my kids or whatever. Some of you, they saw it as being very zealous about, whether it's your ooh. Yeah, some of you, I think you've been pushing the soulmate twin flame journey, because I tried to say twin flame and I almost said swindle, okay? And they were just like, look, like, ugh, they felt like a spider in your web. They're like, even energetically, they just picked it up where they felt like, yeah, this is like a skull and crossbones with a helmet on its crown. So this person could have just felt like, you can't determine like my whole soul, spirit, journey, everything. You can't do that. You can't just try to fix my decisions. Some of you, they did feel some magic that you put on them, and it did not have a good result, right? There's nothing wrong with magic, but we want to see, if I do magic on this person, will it get the results I want? Because people who are very sensitive, like this person has a lot of Plutonian, Scorpionic, 8th house kind of energies. We have 13 there, which is the death card. It can push them away, okay? 36, which is a 9 here. They're very sensitive to crown chakra energy. There is some love here. I don't feel like they think that you're a completely horrible person, okay? But with the Z here, usually I get that when things are, they felt like it was a cycle that needed to end. There was things that were like a thorn in their side about this connection here, that it wasn't the healthiest option to them. That's what it feels like. It just feels like it's not the healthiest option. There's a lot of adversity, and they need some protection in the middle of all this chaos, okay? There could have been egos that got very ugly in this situation, themselves included, okay? They're definitely saying, I had to learn from this. Like, there was a lot. It felt like poison. Like, they need to step back and suck some poison out from this connection, okay? They definitely feel like you're very attractive. They feel like you will go on to a beautiful, abundant life. This is Queen of Sheba oil vial, and there is a little bit of oil that I scry through, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, but I'm seeing just like, they almost feel like this connection's kind of like a smear on your guys' record. Like, I feel like you can be such a beautiful person. They know that they have, beauty and lovable things about themselves, and that journeying parallel, you guys seem like a good connect, but together something just kind of smears. Something just doesn't go well. And I think they're concerned about if you guys had kids, or if you did have children, they were concerned on the joint effect of your guys' energy. And overall, they just felt like this was the wise decision to make. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for group A. I hope that helps in some kind of way, gives some kind of insight. I know for some of the people watching, you know, this is like a momentary read, and maybe there's healing down the line. This person does need a lot of time and space, and for some of you it was a more permanent breakup. But however it is, I trust that you will find love, and I hope that there is healing here in these messages for you. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, let us know how you're doing, and we'll talk to you again on another one. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, there's some more. Go ahead and get these cleaned up. All right, if you chose group 2, hey, group B with blue lace agate over here, we're going to go ahead and get into this tarot and the index card messages. Then we'll live shuffle some oracle on top and some charms. So why did this person just let you go? Like, what is going on? Let's see what it is, so maybe we can heal some things. We have Pluto. Oh my gosh, the last reading, group A, was so plutonic, but it doesn't mean it's the exact same message. So let's check out for you. We have Pluto here, we have ride or die, we have bad attitude, and we have hungry ass. Okay, so this person could feel like, ooh, what song I'm hearing just rush in is Problems by Black. It's spelled with a 6, like Six Black. It's pronounced Black. But in that song, he's talking about how, like, you say, you know, you want all the success. You say that you want this good relationship, but basically when it comes down to it, you know, you want to lay in the bed, you want to spend all the money, you just want to be sitting eating steak, but given basically just applesauce mush mash. That's my interpretation. You know, that's all the effort you're putting into the connection, but you want to have all the attitude, you want to have all the drama, you want to have all the entitlement, as if you're putting in for this stellar power couple relationship, as if you're really going to your dreams and working on yourself, but you're not. And this person, I think, feels like that. Okay, they felt like all of this big talk, all of this stuff, like, yes, we got the Matrix. They felt like you might be talking like you want this big spiritual connection and stuff, but are you really? We got Perfect 10 by Mustard and Nipsey. Okay, let me tell you what it says. It says, fuck where your hoes at, where your rolls at, where your backbone nigga, where your code at, where you're down since day one real bros at, where them stories you tell all fold at, where your heart nigga, where your soul at, we got old school ways, we expose that. So this person feels like, look, you might think I'm base, you might think I'm street, you might think that I'm less enlightened than you, but I know this Matrix, and I know when someone's being real with me, and I know when someone's bullshitting me. And you might use psychological things and spiritual things to talk in circles around me and stuff, but I don't feel like you're real. I don't feel like you're being legit with me. I feel like that's all a charade. I feel like that's all a masquerade, and that you're not willing to, that you don't perform what you ask of others. Okay, we have Ojos Así. So this person does feel like there's something so magnetic about you, so electric about you, so stunning about you, but they want to see in these beautiful magnetic eyes and in this connection with you, they want to see that your soul, you know, the windows to the soul, is matching what you put out there, you know. And I think it is definitely, for those of us who are spiritual too, we can overly fixate on the object of our affection, be obsessive, and then we're like so afraid, like this very scorpionic thing too, we're so afraid that they're not being perfect enough, and that they're not having all the best values and stuff, because we worry that means we can't love them, that we become about trying to force them into being this higher perfect, you know, almost impossibly perfect self, while we're over here deteriorating into lower vibes of ourself, because we're getting obsessive, we're getting controlling, we're getting insecure. And this person felt like that. They felt like you're not being real. Okay, so let's see the tarot. We have Seven of Cups reverse. Yeah, reality. This person's all about reality. Page of Wands reverse. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Four of Cups reverse. Again, reality. This person's like, can we talk about reality? Can we just be honest? Can we just be real? Okay, I'm getting so many songs from this. I'm gonna have to write some down, or just listen through again. But when I make sure I can link it for you down below. But yeah, this person feels like, I don't have time to just be waiting around forever to wait to feel that you're being like a real one with me. They would rather have you cursing around, you know, saying, talking street or whatever, using language maybe everyone's not okay with, but being a real person versus just being hype, just being dramatic, just being you know, just emotive and throwing emotionality at them, but there's no real like just where's the meat of it? I don't feel like your soul's connecting with me. I don't feel like this is your heart talking to me. I feel like it's wounds and control. Okay, let's get into the oracle. Please let us have some oracle messages here on this for group B with the blue lace agate. Okay, we have graveyard, we have grief, and we have witch. Okay, so you guys might also have picked group A because they had themes about someone that possibly passed away and having grief for it. But I feel like this person feels like life is too short. I can be having running mates that aren't truly here for me just as I am. One thing I had to learn too with the whole like being a spiritual person and sensitive and wanting to overly fix someone because we see their crude edges and we want to polish them up, is I had someone who was like all rough edges, Aries, Scorpio, Sag, all in the chart and stuff. And they told me, you act like no one else will love me. Like you act like you're the only person that can love me and like save me. And that struck my heart because I was not trying to, you know, I was just young. I was trying to be all like, you know, unconditionally loving, but insecurities and programming were coming out. And they were so right. Like, who the hell was I to act like if I don't love this person, they're never going to be loved again, that the universe doesn't love them, that they can't heal and transform and be respected and honored and everything by someone else. Like, how can we make someone feel like that? And so you might not have the intention to do so, but there is, it says grab hold, right? You're just trying to grab this person. You just want to feel entitled to them in some way. And this person felt like, no, that's going to drain us both. Like, that's not healthy for you either. Okay, let's get some universal oracle messages for group B here with the blue lace agate. Okay, it says you have what it takes. Okay, so this person feels like, you know, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You can handle me, you know, letting you go, and you need to find yourself a bit more. Okay, then you must lead it. Yep. It says always follow your heart unless it's broken, then you must lead it. They feel like you need to have more responsibility with your emotions in your heart, not just say, this is what I'm feeling, and just, they could feel like you were attaching with them out of brokenness or rebound for someone else, or just from other grief that you were trying to use them to fix a hole in yourself, and not seeing them as an actual person. Okay, so let's go ahead into charms. This is going to be loud. We got the cauldron here for group B. Agate. Okay, we got two charm bottles here. We have bay leaf and we have sage. So they feel like, yes, they wanted to cleanse this energy. They did feel like you would be okay. We have quartz, we have a house here. They felt like you would be okay, that you would make it through in this situation. They felt like you needed a hand in letting this situation go, and they didn't think that you would do it. Okay, they do have this energy of beauty towards you. They feel like you're divinely protected. They do kind of bless you finding somebody else, and a better connection. Okay, or believe that you can grow to be healthy. Okay, they could feel like people around you are toxic, and that you think that you're joined in with people who are, you know, being healthy or whatever, or have some kind of truth, but they really don't. They might not trust your friends, or it could be your spiritual connections or something. We have the initials N, W, K, and T that are here. But yeah, they hope that, you know, you can hear them. This could also be, if it's a more temporary thing where they just, you know, it's been a back and forth. Ooh, we have X over here, way over here. So some of you, this, yeah, they really just felt like you were trying to rebound on them, and that you were really just projecting onto them things from their ex, okay? Maybe you just wanted someone to kiss up on and hold. You weren't really seeing them. You were just trying to have a little vengeance, boo to put on the gram or whatever for your other person, okay? But I feel like they thought you don't hear me when I'm trying to talk to you. You don't hear me when I'm trying to say what I believe and what I want. Again, some of you were too caught up in your mystic stuff and what you want to create and this and that. And they're just like, you know, the only way I can get you to hear me is to cut you off, to give you space, to let you go. Otherwise, like, what's it going to take? Like, what's it going to take for you to see me in the now, hear me as I am, not my past self, if you guys have gone back and forth, not my past self, not the ex me, or not your ex that you're always dealing with, me right here. Like, hello. All right, can you kick it with me honestly and authentically right here? If not, I gotta let you go. But this person does feel like you will find love. They feel like you will get it, and there will be healing. They do cheer you on for that. For a select few of you, this person, you guys will be reconnecting if you are figuring this out and understanding them, and stop feeling so superior to them, and understand again that they can be enlightened, they can be, you know, loving, and that being ride or die for someone doesn't mean like just toxic vibe. It doesn't mean this like gaslighting and mind fuckery kind of stuff, okay? But I do feel like they feel like you're very beautiful, that you are, you know, somebody who has a lot of love in you, and they hope that you can find a way to get that love out and communicate that love in a healthier way. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope in some way that these messages were helpful for you, and you know, you're able to do something with it. You know, it can be some good medicine for you, or some learning medicine, okay? Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. All right, if you chose group 3 or C with rose quartz, hey, let's see, why did they just let you go? Okay, why did they just let you go? We're going to start with the index cards and tarot, then we're going to live shuffle some oracle, and then put some charms, okay? Hey, big head. Braid my hair. Oh, this person seems like they let you go because they're about to come back, okay? Hold up. This person, you know what, they need to stop. This person likes to go away and get jealous and come back. They're obnoxious. They could be a Sagittarius. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Okay, that's coming to mind. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. What's worse, looking jealous or crazy? I'd rather be crazy. So they feel like they're gonna send you a message. Hey, big head, what's going on? Like, why don't you come braid my hair? Why don't you treat me like you're treating them over there, okay? You stay on their mind. Let's see what songs we got. Purple Rain. This person's gonna offer you an apology. I never meant to cause you any problems. I never meant to cause you any pain. Only wanted to see you dancing in the purple rain. We have Voodoo by Ashanti. In this particular song, I do have songs that are about like, yes, it was actual voodoo. This one is just like, I don't know what came over me. It felt like voodoo. I don't want to be wrong because I like this lithium. They just weren't really thinking. Like, they just be doing stuff like, they just be getting these little moods, and then they react. They could be Gemini, mutual signs. So maybe you're both mutable signs. We have Pisces, we have Gemini, we have Sagittarius, there could be Virgo, you guys could be Aquarius too, and there's also Libra energy, okay? So they just felt like, I don't know, they just do stuff comes over them. It seems like a good idea. It seems like they're doing something poetic. Okay, just living this dramatic poetic life. It seems like the thing to do is gonna be epic. I don't know what they think. They don't know what they think. Okay, there could be Leo here as well, and they just feel like, well, I'll come back. I'm gonna come back. Three of Swords. They said, baby, I'm about to come back. I feel like that's their energies just channeling here. Definitely not in communication, especially if they did this during Mercury retrograde. This person regretted it. As soon as they did it, they were like, fuck, okay? Like as soon as if they blocked you, or like deleted something or whatever, or said something rude, knowing that you would then therefore have to let them go because of what they just did, immediately they were just like, fuck, why am I the way I am? Ace of Pentacles reverse, Five of Wands reverse. So I'm seeing they ain't sleeping around with anyone either right now or anything. So you guys could have been worried about other parties. This person looked like they said something stupid, let go, push the situation away, and then they're sitting over here brokenhearted. Just, man, like I play too much. Sit here, hurt my own damn feelings. Like, what the fuck, man? I think they've been cussing themselves out, to be honest. They really have. They've been sitting here trying to write messages, delete them. Write messages, delete them. People are like, shut up. We're so sick of hearing you read your messages out loud. No one cares. We're trying to play PlayStation. Okay, like stop. The friends are like, stop crying around. Can we just have, you know, Zoom brunch? Like, quarantine is stressful enough without having to hear you cry around about this person. Let's do some oracle here. For those who chose option C or 3 with the rose quartz, let us know some more about this. Ancestors. Look, their own ancestors could be on their butt about this. They know they're wrong. Grief. And we have broom. Okay. They said, I need to sweep myself up. Let me get myself out of here. Let me clean myself up. This is too much. What dreams may come from what you seek. Make room, make way. A clearing need be. Yes, I think they're having dreams about you. I think they realize, I mean, they kind of, I think why their spirit does this is because they tend to be very self-sabotagey, and so it's kind of better if they leave and like make a grand exit. Geminis do this a lot, and so do Virgos. Yeah, Virgo. I don't know if I said Virgo with mutable signs, but y'all here too. That was the first song. I thought it was Beyonce's song. Y'all know you try to claim her Virgo. She is Virgo, but but she has Pisces and Scorpio in her chart, let's just say. Anyways, so they're they tend to push people away because they know that like I'm getting self-sabotagey. I can feel it. This is also somebody who they don't know how to be depressive or sad around other people without it going like really bad, like really destructive, super negatively, like emo and stuff. So they tend to, I'm just got chills on that. So yeah, they tend to push people away. And then this is like the Judgment card 20, like Pluto energy. And then when they feel better, they try to come back around with the 3 over here and be social again, okay? And so their ancestors can be revealing this pattern to them and how they interact with you. Let's see, messages from this person about, you know, why they let this go here. For some of you too, it could have been they were high. They could have been on medication, even, you know, prescribed, because this is Lithium by Nirvana. I'm so happy because today I found my friends, they're in my head, okay? Let's see. Just through that. Says, don't be misled. There's a deeper reason for each of your questions. Seek it. They're like, why do you want to know? Why do you want to know why I let you go? Okay, time to make a demonstration. They could also feel like they're trying to push you to react to them, and you know, they could feel like, you know what, you're never clear. You don't communicate clearly with me. You don't let me know where you stand. You just want me to make all the moves. You just want me to make all the declarations. So how about you let me know? How about you make a demonstration about this? How about instead of asking me all these questions, you admit why you care about exactly, ding, 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 you care. Like, you love me. Why don't you just tell me then? Why don't you just admit what you really want? Okay? Instead of putting it on me. So culture, we're going to get your charts here. It's going to be loud, y'all. For group D, those who chose rose quartz, why would this person let them go? Okay. See what we got here. Love, Because love at a crossroads. Ooh, it says love on one end of the crossroads, and then we have the friendship, magenta, agate, crystal on the other, and then we have none. This person's over here playing MASH with y'all's connection, okay? What's that other kill, fuck, marry kind of thing? Y'all, like, this is not childhood games. What is going on? So this person, they feel like they put a time frame on this. I think they're emotional. They could have certain transits with the sun sign. It could have been whatever season is going on kind of triggered them. It could be too that it could be around holiday time. When I'm filming this, we have you know, all the winter holidays about to come up. Their ancestors are very prominent. It came up here and it's coming up here again, especially if they are indigenous. Their ancestors are super prominent in this, and they could be a little confused about what the messages are, like what it means, if the connection's been supported or not. Okay, they could be worried about, you guys could have had problems with friends or family triangulating things. They could have heard some rough gossip about you as well and wondered about its legitimacy and what that means for your connection over here. But they were very emotional. They were so emotional, it's kind of like they weren't themselves. They feel like they've earned more respect. Like they feel like they deserve better than you not showing up and saying how you really feel about things, and not, they feel like they're expected to be the one to put in the emotional work in that way. Like, you might be in your feelings about things, but you don't want to be the one who has to do the work of saying how you actually feel, like communicating on a real level kind of vibe. Okay, and they feel like that's not really fair. So yeah, they're at the crossroads of completely cut it off, basically just be friends or be in love. Like, that just set up perfectly. And they decided to go ahead with cut it off because they feel like the other options, they're not really getting reciprocity from you in some way, or like an authentic answer, and they just felt very emotional and again kind of confused about what it is that their ancestors, their spiritual crew, was like trying to instruct them to do. But now I think they're like, oh, never mind, that wasn't what you were telling me to do. That was dumb, let me come back. So I do feel like they're going to reconnect, but they are going to want to see some like true emotional commitment, not just speaking to me emotionally and like trying to make me make the decisions from the relationship. They want to see some actual effort. They want to see some kind of vulnerability or sacrifice that's not just like dramatic highs and lows, oh my gosh, I have romance for you kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. They want the work, they want the meat of the connection. They don't want you holding out on them that way, but they're supposed to be vulnerable. Okay, they don't want to be misled in this. They want to know, okay, what's the deeper reason? Like, tell me how you really feel. Show me. That's what it is. Show me how you really feel. This person could have earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and want to, like, you need to physically show me that you're putting in work to this connection too. Don't just hold back and then be putting it on me saying, why ain't I showing you? Okay, so this person will be back though. I think that they're circling back around to these crossroads. Will it be love? Will it be friendship? Or will it be you guys cutting each other off yet again? Stay tuned for the next episode of okay, so good luck. I hope this gave you some good medicine and information so you can help heal this connection or heal from it. Please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, comment down below, let us know how this hit for you, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Alright, I'm getting things done over here, having messages. Hopefully y'all are having fun, even though these aren't the funnest messages to have to get answers to. Okay, alright, group, let's see, group D, if you chose blue, Calcite. Let's go ahead and see, why did this person let you go? Like Rose. Okay, we're gonna start with tarot and some index cards, and then we're gonna live shuffle some oracles and pull some charms. Okay, so here we go. Why did they let you go? We love to see it. What? They had people supporting them. They had people supporting them in doing so. Oh, drugs. Oh my gosh, it literally said the drugs. Last group had some of that too, where they were kind of not in their full mind. It didn't straight up say drugs. It said possibly they were kind of, you know, toked out, or their medication, you know, just they were just not in their mind. But this one is straight up like it was drugs. It was the drugs. Bad medicine. Okay, This could also be where it was hi baby. Ugh. Okay, yeah, this person could have had some bad medicine put on them either by you or someone else. I do have to remind that sometimes people out here slinging hands want to show their power. It could even be your words, like if you're just talking smack on all these YouTube videos and stuff, all these readings about them, or somebody else also could have been a third party. So we'll see if the tarot will give us more insight, but there was some bad medicine in this situation. There could have been the abuse of spiritual medicines or spiritual practices that actually has backfired in this connection, okay? And it contributed to this. We have the right one. You have the right one today, number one. So they were looking out for numero uno that day, and everything just synchronized to handle the situation. But then we also have Don't Leave Me Alone by Ashanti and Seven Aurelius. Let's see, there could be some Leo, some Aquarius, some Libra in this connection. We have Lonely Boy by the Black Keys. And we have Lightning by Mortimer. So this person is very torn. They feel like like relationships shouldn't feel like this. They shouldn't feel crappy. They shouldn't feel like you have a dependency on them. They shouldn't feel like you guys have to resort to just feeling strung out, or like you're about to do something that is outside of your moral compass in order to connect, okay? They also, again, they could have had an Aries around them too that was encouraging them. Just cut this off. Just let this go, man. That's whack. Find something else. Find something better. Or a Sagittarius. So they do really want a good connection. If they have moved on, I do feel like that is real love for them. That is a beautiful, harmonious, healthy connection. So in that case, I feel like your guys' astrology just didn't really sync up. Your soul path and energy just didn't sync up, okay? And they feel better fulfilled in another connection. For those of you where this person is still single or whatever, or they're just kind of dating around and stuff, I feel like they are still very lonely. They could also have their own issues and concerns that they do need to work out as well. And they could have some negative influences around them. Some of them, their friends are trying to help them too. So it's not that they're wrong, because it does look like there's some bad energy here in this situation. It definitely doesn't look like good energy or woo-woo that is being sent to them. So, you know, I would look into that. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Devil reversed, yeah, we have Strength reversed, and we have Justice reversed. Yeah, so I feel like I feel like this fire sign friend is right. There's been something toxic. I think again, either the energy you think that you're sending them, or like if you the love work or manifesting you think you're doing is not having the good motives and the healthy connection that you would think. Now for some of you, there is a third party that, you know, just threw a little Molotov cocktail sort of energy towards this situation, and it worked on this connection. But it's showing that the divine timing of this connection is just not here. It could be because it's been so toxic with you guys that your spirit crews are saying, no, we're gonna let it explode because it's not being healthy. It's acting as if it's just a karmic situation. So if you do feel that it's meant for a higher vibe, I would say you might have to check yourself, get it together. You might have to take care of your energy, of your love life, you know, in your connection with this person spiritually, if someone has thrown some bad juju on it, or bad woo-woo or whatever. We have Voices. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your every breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. Okay, so yeah, I feel like somebody, again, either your work was off, Spider, or someone else put some kind of action on this ritual, point blank. So if you're like, yeah, I did, you know, it could have been that it could have been anything. Let's say you did a ritual or something and you didn't do something correctly in it, and so it's basically been rejected by who you were trying to ask for help from, that Loa or Risha or God or Goddess or whatever, your ancestors. It could have been your intention was off, and so now you're seeing some of your own mirroring of some of your own energy being reflected at you. Again, this could be a person who they don't take well to people interacting and messing with them energetically. That's been a big theme as I'm recording these, because Scorpio season, okay, is why why. So people are more hypersensitive to that. Scorpios don't tend to like people unless they like someone. If they like you, they want you to do all kinds of magic and just go to any end to get them, right? But if they're not feeling you, they don't like that. Okay, so I think Scorpio season brings that up for everybody. We all feel a bit more sensitive to anyone kind of meandering through our energy field. Okay, so can you feel them? So this person, they felt it, and they weren't quite liking it. Yeah. Okay, let me just see. Any messages for blue calcite people? Yeah, I feel like even when I'm trying to read it, it's like, oh no, right? So I feel like their energy was just like, oh, I gotta shake this off. You might not know now, but you will. So if you're like, who did this, or what did I do wrong in this, you'll figure out. It says convince yourself, not others. Oops. And where did these go? I think there was 2 of them. No, only one. Do something new, do something different. So you're gonna have to do something dramatically different in this connection if you want it to work together. Keep it simple. You might have to pull back all the energy magic you're throwing at this person. And it's so funny because baby had woke up, so I went to get baby magic, and I had picked up a merlinite crystal, which is a magic she said hey a magical crystal I had picked up. So you might need to balance your own energies and not have such chaotic energy, or have a pure ceremony if you are trying to honor this connection. But yeah, this person, they do have another soulmate, and some of them are going to find that, and they're going to free themselves from with the devil reversed, from the negative karmic energy that is going on in this connection. And some of you will have to see this is a karmic partner, or that they have just released themselves from this contract, and no amount of soul claiming is going to keep them around if this isn't healthy. Okay. And again, some of them, they weren't the healthiest either, so it was on both ends. So let's look at some charms. We have our cauldron. It's going to be loud. Charms. Why is this person let go of the situation for you? This is your process. Okay. Yeah, this person's definitely thinking about themselves, because we have the Bay Laurel. They want to be victorious. We had 1 here, and then we had the right one. Ed said you had got the right one today. We have number 1, and we had the only letter that came out is I. So they're thinking about themselves very clearly here. They're trying to hear themselves. They could have done, again, some introspection, some advice, some divination even on it. They feel like they need to do what feels right for them. They did make a very quick decision, but it was kind of like get out of Dodge. Okay, the motorcycle is riding over you and me. Excuse me, can't get that one. And then I flipped it over the wrong way. Guardian angels. So yeah, their spirit crew seems to be leading them to keep transforming, not to be somewhere where they'll be stuck. It felt like a breakthrough moment, so they went with it, and they feel more stable when they're by themselves. Okay, so they feel pushed to chaotic levels when they're with other people. It's hard for them to be authentic, to be themselves. Okay, they're still trying to ground to their earth star energy and stay, attached in a healthy way. Okay, yeah, they did have some emotion behind this too, so it's not like it was without emotion, but it just feels like, to be healthy, to be safe, to be victorious in my life, this is what I need to do. And it really, I literally just keep seeing clips of in my mind of these memories when I was younger, of these neighbors, and we thought that they were known in the neighborhood for being, this married couple, and they would have we'd go watch games at their house and everything. But then they ended up, come to find out they weren't really happy, and the person was struggling. The husband had gotten on some different medication. They didn't know what was going on with depression and stuff. And when he got out of this relationship, which low-key had been toxic, and he really quickly found another person and got married and stuff, they were happy. He was fine. Like his his mental health balanced out, and he didn't need all of that stuff. Like it was just that his soul had been very upset. And this person too, they were able to, she was able to move on, and she went and had a different relationship with someone of the same gender, and you know, they just there had been some happiness there, but it wasn't a happy home, and it wasn't something sustainable for them. And when they did let it go, they both ended up, you know, happier in different situations, able to be their truer self, and they did find that fulfillment with other people. So I feel like for some of you, that is it. There could be some love, some soul connection here, but it's not healthy either this lifetime, at this moment, or you know, it's just meant for you guys to have learned and to clear karma, not build more karma. So I would watch throwing a lot of spiritual energy and magic and trying to force things in this situation, because it could in fact be that that's what you're supposed to release and undo from past lifetimes where you guys were trying to exert power. And I do feel like this person could have exerted that power over you in a past life. They could have used their magical power, okay? They could have used their coven and stuff to try to make you have to come to their home, be their spouse, you know, take control over your spiritual growth, your love, your heart, and everything. And so that could be why you feel entitled to do so now for them. You know, it's been kind of a pattern here, but I don't know that it's the healthiest, and I do feel like you both have a greater soulmate out there that is a better connection. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope it was helpful, you know, some good medicine to counter the bad medicine and the tough feelings that have been here. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you again on another one.